Hello Moto, hi there. Here is the much talked about Motorola Edge 40. Now I've been using this phone for about a week and I can tell you right away, it's one of the easiest to recommend smartphones under 30,000. I don't think I know of any device that comes with 144Hz refresh rate, wireless charging, IP68 rating that you can get for just 29,999. Oh, by the way, there are some card offers too, so obviously it's a great deal. But once you use the phone for a couple of days, there are these small things that you notice which might seem insignificant for some but very important for others. So I'll share my experience, what I loved, what I didn't, so you're in a better position to decide if you should buy the Motorola Edge 40 or not. Let's begin. So I want to start with the unboxing, and I have to say, I absolutely loved the eco-friendly packaging. There's no plastic anywhere, even inside the box. This is soy ink, which is basically plant-based ink made from soybeans. The material used is over 60% recyclable. It's an excellent move by Motorola. Thumbs up. Let's open it up. So right on the top is this small box that has some paperwork, a SIM ejector pin, a transparent hard shell cover. By the way, this also comes wrapped in paper. Wow, the quality is brilliant. Then here's the Moto Edge 40 phone. It's also wrapped in paper and not plastic, a USB-C to USB cable, and a 68-watt charging adapter. It's actually quite compact. Trust me, I've seen many 67-watt chargers that are double this size. And it might seem like a small thing, but when you're traveling, it makes a huge difference. The built-in design will make your jaw drop. Now when you think of an ideal phone design, what comes to your mind? Slim, light, metal frame, comfortable to hold. The Moto Edge 40 nails everything. 7.49 mm thin and it weighs just 167 grams. It looks and feels so amazing in your hand. The fingerprint scanner is embedded under the display and works really well. Snappy and responsive. Though I wish it was placed a little higher, but then that would be just nitpicking because that's my preference. For most of you, it's gonna be just fine. This is the Luna Blue color. The back is made of glass and has this frosted matte finish that doesn't attract fingerprints, but yes, some smudges if you have sweaty hands like mine. But mostly it remains clean. On the top is a 50 megapixel primary camera with OIS and 13 megapixel ultra wide. The 50 megapixel comes with an f1.4 aperture, which allows more light on the sensor. Don't worry, we'll cover about the camera in detail further. Towards the bottom is the SIM tray, a microphone, a USB-C port and a speaker. This is a dual SIM phone, but the SIM tray can house only a single nano SIM card. The secondary support is for eSIM. Frankly, I like the idea of having both the options. eSIM definitely has some drawbacks, but a lot of benefits too. Then on the side is the volume button and the power standby button. Both are very tactile, but a little hard to press at times. You need to apply that little more pressure than usual. Also, I wish that the power standby button was a tad bigger because I have accidentally pressed the volume button God knows how many times. But eventually you get used to it. It's not a deal breaker. Also something that got me really excited, IP68 rating. Something you never see in phones at this price. Water damage is one of our biggest concerns, but the Moto Edge 40 technically can be submerged 1.5 meter underwater for 30 minutes. So now you don't have to worry one bit. Coming to the display. So we get a 6.55-inch OLED display with a full HD plus resolution. Firstly OLED, so excellent color reproduction, super vibrant with perfect blacks. Curved on both sides, giving the phone an even sleeker look. Curved displays are prone to accidental touches, but it's smart enough to ignore them, so you don't have to worry. Right on the top in the center is the 32 megapixel front selfie camera. Check out the size of the hole, it's really tiny. It comes with 144Hz refresh rate and trust me, it's simply next level. And I have to say, no camera recording can even come close to the true experience. It flows like silk. Absolutely love it. Now we all like high refresh rates, but you have to understand it takes a huge toll on the battery life. So you can switch to 60Hz if needed, but it feels very choppy in comparison for obvious reasons. My suggestion would be to stick to the auto mode. It will adjust the refresh rate according to the content you are consuming. Moto claims 1200 nits of brightness. We have used the phone outdoors during the day and it's quite clear and makes for a very comfortable user experience. If you enjoy watching movies and videos on the smartphone, you're going to love it. It lacks Dolby Atmos, but HDR10 support is there and that content absolutely shines. Here's a 4K 60fps HDR video streaming from YouTube. There is absolutely no lag at all. Works flawlessly. Wideband L1 certification, so you can stream from OTT apps like Netflix, Prime videos at full resolution. Have a look. A perfect OLED experience. Talking about the audio, I swear, initially I thought it had only one downfiring speaker, but the earpiece doubles as a secondary speaker, giving you stereo audio output. Above that, it's clubbed with Dolby Atmos. You can spot the logo embossed on the top. Time for a quick demo. So, the audio gets really loud. So loud that you can feel the phone vibrate. You surely are not going to need a Bluetooth speaker. Vocals are also really clear, so you can hear the dialogues while watching a movie. A good surround sound effect as well, especially while watching an action scene, giving you a very immersive experience. Audio on the Moto Edge 40 is top notch. Coming to the OS. So it's running stock Android 13 and Motorola promises 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of security updates, which is quite good. The interface is super clean and best part is extremely well optimized. Almost negligible bloatware, some Motorola tool apps and some neat features to glance the notifications and little more. Edge lighting is a handy feature. Like for example, your phone is placed on the table upside down, there's a color light on the edge notifying you of any incoming call or notification. It's amazing. You can further customize it from the settings. The overall user experience is so seamless that you really feel like using the phone more. It's a clean OS. Coming to connectivity. So 14 5G bands, and without going into the details, it will work across all 5G service providers in India. Dual band Wi-Fi 6 support, which enables high-speed data transfers, fast speed, and trust me, downloading and uploading is a lot faster. And finally, Bluetooth 5.2. Coming to the hardware. It's powered by the all-new MediaTek Dimensity 8020 chipset. It's very snappy, responsive, and performance is like a flagship device. The unit we have came with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM and it really helps to launch apps quickly. Multitasking is such a breeze. And the best part, most recently used apps are still in memory, so they launch instantly. We ran some benchmarks starting with Antutu and we got 6,90,000, which is amazing for a phone at this price. Storage is UFS 3.1 and we tested that too. We got 1879 MB read and 1544 MB write. And finally, CPU throttled to 88% of its peak performance. We played Call of Duty and what a flawless gaming experience it was. Snappy and quick. The refresh rate really shows its true caliber. However, I must admit that the device does get warm while running heavy tasks, especially gaming, but not to the extent of getting uncomfortable. It's a slim phone, so dissipating all the heat is also a challenge. In my time of gaming, I did not experience any throttling or lag, so I can confidently say we are good to go for medium to heavy gaming on the Moto Edge 40. Let's talk about the battery. Yes, slim phones do have a slight trade-off. A tad small 4400 mAh battery, but I can tell you that even with 144Hz refresh rate, it would easily last me a full day. And that too with always on mode. So I don't think that little smaller battery would drastically affect anyone. Also, they provide a fast 68W charger in the box, so you can get to 100% in under 40 minutes. So I think that's sorted. But my favorite part is it also supports wireless charging up to 15 watts. So for lazy lads like me, where we are mostly at home or at the studio, I find wireless charging so convenient. Place it on the pad and forget it. No plugging in cables. Yes, of course, it's slower and takes about 2 hours to fully charge. But I don't think any phone at this price is offering wireless charging. Kudos to Motorola for that. Coming to the camera. So here are some shots taken from the 50 megapixel rear camera. Firstly, I'd like to say, even the primary camera is pretty wide. Here's an ultra wide and you can see it captures even more detail. Really good. The colors look really natural with an added punch when necessary. Dynamic range is also really good. Shadows are also providing a lot of detail. Here are some taken in low light, also pretty good. Here are some portrait images taken at different focal lengths. Edge detection is very clean with good skin tones. It can record up to 4K 60 FPS video from the rear camera. Here's a 4K video shot handheld. And thanks to OIS on board, it's extremely steady, maintaining good amount of detail. Horizon Fix is also a really cool feature where you record the video and how much ever you turn the phone, the video remains perfectly aligned straight. Check out the same. Hand your phone to even a small kid and I'm sure it will be perfect. But remember, with Horizon Fix, you can record only full HD videos. Here are some images taken from the front selfie camera. Very clear, excellent skin tones. Also covers a pretty wide area, which is perfect if you're in a large group. Here are some portrait shots. Also good edge detection. The front camera too can record 4K videos at 30 FPS. Here's a sample. So here's a video recording from the Moto Edge 40's front selfie camera. This is a 4K 30 FPS video, which is a really big thing because front cameras usually don't support 4K. So that's a great feature to have. Also, the audio you're hearing right now is being recorded from the mics of this phone. What do you think? Alright, final thoughts. And I'll start with the cons. Well, actually not cons, but those small things which might be important for some. When you place the phone on the table and you try to type, it wobbles a little. So if you're someone who likes to keep their phone down and tries to type, so keep this in mind. Then it lacks a headphone jack. But I'm sure that's something no one will miss. Because the pros far outweigh the cons. 144Hz curved OLED display, stock Android 13, excellent performance, dual speakers with Dolby Atmos, IP68 rating, fast charging with wireless charging support, all for $29,999. Plus some card offers that brings the price to $27,999. Trust me, no phone is going to offer you all those features under $30,000. The Moto Edge 40 is an excellent phone to pick without even blinking. By the way, it also comes with vegan leather finish if that's your thing. Sale starts on 30th May. I'll share the links of all the variants and the color options below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.